Yeah, I think we're feeling really good as a team. I think we've started to build an identity, and we're kind of trying to roll with that and continue to build off that. We've done a lot of really hard work to get to this point, so we're kind of enjoying that, but at the same time not trying to take our foot off the gas, and continue to put out results and continue to try to build on what we already have. So we're just looking forward to every opportunity that we get to play. It'll be nice to be back at home in front of our fans and all of our supporters. So we're really looking forward to that and just to continue to get some results. I think probably, as you can see, maybe a bit scrappy, maybe a bit unorthodox. A little bit lately, but yeah, I think we are really just trying to high press teams, put them under a lot of pressure, not let them play out, win balls really high up the field, play a little bit more direct than we did last year, but we're playing closer to the opponent's goal, which is allowing us to score. So I think we're doing a lot of things behind the scenes just to help each other get to know each other better off the field, on the field. That helps create those relationships on the field, to know each other better, and then at the end of the day, getting some results and scoring some goals. Yeah, they're a great team. We're not going to underestimate them, even though the table's all over the place at the moment. But we really just want to come out, have a good performance in front of our home crowd. It'll be a great opportunity for us to continue building on what we already have, and we're looking forward to the challenge.
It's great to come out of an international break win, but it's also kind of challenging because you might lose that momentum. How do you kind of do things to keep that momentum going?
Yeah, I think we certainly miss players who aren't in our environment for the week, but they're also doing great and wonderful things with their national teams, so kudos to them. But we just continue to build as we normally would. It's not any different than any other week. We go through the same routine, and then once game day's here, we integrate everybody who wasn't here, catch them up to speed. At this point, we're kind of used to which players are going out and then coming back in. So it's been kind of smooth lately for them in the international breaks. But yeah, just keeping everybody on the same page and just reminding us to build on the momentum that we already have.
Do you feel like getting to have new players come in to practice when you had that international break kind of helps build some of the relationships that you might not build on a normal basis?
Yeah, for sure. I think any player that gets to come into this environment, it's exciting for them. And when we get new players to come in, it's great for us because we have numbers. But yeah, you get to maybe work on things that you normally wouldn't be working on, especially when you don't have a game day week. You get to maybe focus. It's a bit more fun. It's not as serious and we have a game day. We have a game this week. So yeah, we certainly had fun last week and got to enjoy having a few new players in for numbers. But we were also just continuing to build on what we were already building on, and moving forward progressive-wise.
And the back line of the last few matches seems kind of more settled than it did at the beginning of the year. It was like you were out for a while. You mix and match it.
Yeah.
How does that chemistry help you feel like you're going to do better, overall?
Yeah, I think just the more that you can play with the players that you're used to playing with, that certainly helps build chemistry and relationships. But we constantly have rotations happening everywhere on the field, which I think is super helpful for multiple reasons. If someone has to step out for whatever reason, someone can just kind of come into the lineup and it doesn't mismatch too much, or everybody kind of knows what everybody's already doing. So I think that's really important. But yeah, building those relationships during training is super important. And then obviously you can see that translate to the pitch where we have a little bit more consistency. But yeah, I think rotations are really important, and it keeps competition high as well.
Some differences from last year. You got new captain, new goalkeeper. How has it been for you personally working with them this year?
Oh, great. Since I was here last year, I already knew them really well, so that wasn't a big jump. And again, as I already touched on, rotations, we all were getting rotations in last year and as well as this year. So it's not like you're jumping in and being whoa, who is this whole new person, or, so it's been super seamless and easy. We knew Bloomer that was going to step up. She was going to step up to the plate. We had seen her do it every day in training. So it wasn't a doubt in anybody's mind that when it came game time, she wouldn't be able to handle it. And then, yeah, Gilly was such a force for us last year, and she's really grown into her captain abilities this year. But again, we saw her captain abilities last year and her leadership last year, so it wasn't a big flip when all of a sudden she's captain. She's been has great leadership, great qualities on the field for us to follow. So, yeah, it hasn't been much of a jump for any of us, I don't think, which is great, and for me personally.